On a chilly New Jersey night in 1952, Bert and Mitzi take their son Sammy to see the greatest show on Earth. Sammy is worried, but his parents reassure him that he will enjoy himself. Sammy eventually loses himself in the movie, but the scene that sticks in his mind the most is when a car and a train collide and cause a massive pileup. Sammy lives in the same house as his sisters, Natalie, Reggie, and Lisa. As the family begins their Hanukkah celebration, Sammy requests a train set. Sammy finishes building the set and shows it to his family, who are amazed when he causes the trains to collide. Because she thinks the movie scene is stuck in Sammy's head as a result of fear and a need to control that fear. Mitzi buys Sammy a video camera so he can record the train crash and watch it as many times as he wants. After watching Sammy's short film about the train crash, Mitzi claims it to be the best movie she has ever seen. Bert informs the family that he and Benny will be relocating to Arizona due to his job. He and Mitzi argue about it because Mitzi doesn't want to uproot their lives. The kids come in to tell their parents that a tornado is approaching. Mitzi puts Sammy, Reggie, and Natalie in the car and begins to drive in order to get a better look at the tornado, almost causing a collision. After the children have been shaken, Mitzi reminds them that everything occurs for a reason. The Fabelmans relocate to Arizona. Even today, Sammy continues to make short films with Natalie, Lisa, Reggie, and his fellow Boy Scouts. As they watch The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, where they are going, one of the boys loudly teases Sammy about a girl he has a crush on. Later, he gathers the other Boy Scouts to assist him in filming a brief western, which he then presents to them all and receives positive feedback for. Sammy is also taught how to drive by Bert, who discourages him from trying to make movies and wants him to do something that actually matters. Later, Mitzi's mother passes away, which causes her to experience severe depression. Bert purchases an editing device and gives Sammy the assignment to make a short film about the camping trip despite the fact that Sammy is scheduled to shoot a new movie. Because he wants Sammy to begin filming right away in order to cheer up his mother, Bert accuses him of being self-centered. That evening, Mitzi thinks her mother called to let her know someone was. The following morning, Mitzi's uncle Boris, who according to Mitzi scared the crap out of her mother, pays the family a visit. Despite his brash demeanor, Boris is aware of Sammy's passion for art. As he talks about how he gave up his own goals in order to work and earn more money. Boris also asserts that Mitzi should have pursued a career as a concert pianist. He urges Sammy to keep working on his art even if it interferes with his relationships with his family. Sammy debuts his war film to thunderous applause. However, he starts purposefully ignoring Mitzi and Benny. Sammy and Mitzi have a heated argument that ends with Mitzi slapping Sammy, leaving a red handprint on his bare back after they had been acting in the same way for weeks. She immediately regrets it, but she still goes up to Sammy and asks him to be honest with her. Sammy gives her the edited reel of the video of her and Benny without saying anything. Mitzi apologizes to Sammy and begs him not to tell his father or sisters while she sobs uncontrollably. The family will once again be moving to California because Bert is about to start a new job. Benny stays in Phoenix to avoid arguments between Bert and Mitzi. Sammy decides to stop making movies and sells his camera, but Benny pleasantly surprises him by buying him a new one. Sammy tries to reject it and even pay Benny back for it, but Benny tells him that he can hate him all he wants, but asks that he not give up on making movies because doing so would hurt his mother. The Fabelmans move to California and reside in a rental home. Sammy starts high school and quickly gets into trouble with Logan and Chad, two jocks, after Sammy unintentionally spikes a volleyball in Logan's direction. When they learn Sammy is Jewish, they begin making anti-Semitic remarks about him. Later, Sammy sees Logan engaging in sexual activity with Renee. When Logan and Chad begin to argue with Sammy once more in front of Logan's real girlfriend Claudia, Sammy blatantly claims that he witnessed Logan kissing Renee. Logan strikes Sammy in the face and tells him to tell Claudia that he lied. Sammy accuses Claudia and her friend Monica of lying, but they seem to understand that he was forced to admit it because he brought up Renee's red hair. Sammy receives an invitation to Monica's house. The two start dating. When the Fabelman family actually moves into their new home due to Mitzi's continued love for Benny, Bert and Mitzi tell the kids that they are divorcing. Reggie begs Bert to stay, and Natalie says Mitzi is to blame for the breakdown of their family. Sammy offers to drive Monica to the prom. He declares his love for Monica, but she rejects him and ends their relationship out of concern that he will pursue her after his parents' divorce is finalized. Due to his parents' divorce, he is under stress. Later, Sammy makes his film debut in Ditch Day to cheers from the audience and a kiss from Claudia. The students clap loudly for Sammy even though he's left the classroom to sit in the hallway. When asked by Logan how he managed to make him look so good despite the way he treated him, Sammy answered that it was appropriate for the movie. Because of the way he was portrayed in the film, Logan punches Chad in the face and scares him away when he tries to attack Sammy. Logan and Sammy then part ways amicably. 1 year later, Sammy and Bert are living in Hollywood. He hasn't had much success finding employment in the field he wants. Since she and the girls relocated back to Phoenix, they get a letter and picture from Mitzi, which still annoys Bert because she and Benny look content in the picture. After changing his mind about Sammy's suggestion that he drop out of college, Bert counsels him to continue pursuing his passion. When they open the mail, they find a letter from CBS that is addressed to Sammy. Sammy goes to the Paramount Pictures studio to speak with a manager about the Hogan's Heroes project. The executive arranges for Sammy to have a brief meeting with renowned director John Ford after Sammy admits that he prefers movies to television. Ford asks Sammy to compare two paintings and points out that one has the horizon at the bottom and the other at the top. The middle horizon, he claims, is boring as shit, while those two positions are where the artwork is most fascinating. After hearing this advice, Sammy walks through the backlit with a renewed sense of purpose for his work, and for a brief instant, the camera angle is changed so that the horizon is on top.